The night was loud, engines roaring, laughter echoing, and the smell of cheap beer filling the air. Inside the Rusted Chain, a roadside bar known for its rowdy crowd of bikers, one woman sat quietly at the corner table. Her name was Lila. A simple woman, wearing a faded plaid shirt, her hair tied back, eyes calm but alert. She wasn't there to impress anyone, just to sip her drink and remember someone she'd lost. The camera zooms in on her face, catching the stillness amid chaos. The kind that pulls you in, makes you wonder, what's her story? Then, everything changed in a heartbeat. A tall, broad-shouldered biker named Rex swaggered in. His leather jacket bore the emblem of his gang, the Iron Wolves. Loud, proud, and reckless. He noticed Lila immediately. "Hey sweetheart," he said with a smirk, "you lost? This ain't a place for quiet angels." Lila didn't look up. "I'm fine here," she said softly. Rex didn't like being ignored. The crowd laughed. "Come on, sweetheart," he said louder, "don't be shy." When she stayed silent again, he stepped closer, way too close, and tugged at her shoulder. The room went silent for a split second. The sound of fabric tearing broke the air. Her plaid shirt ripped at the back. The laughter around them died instantly. Because what everyone saw wasn't what Rex expected. There, across her shoulder blade, was a bold, inked tattoo, an eagle clutching the globe and anchor, framed by the words, United States Marine Corps. The room froze. Even Rex's smirk vanished. Lila stood up slowly, calm but unshakable. She turned, her eyes locked on him, steady, unflinching. "You ever rip a Marine's shirt again," she said quietly, "you'd better be ready to finish what you start." A few men in the back, older ones, stood at attention instinctively, recognizing the emblem, the tone, the pride. "Marine?" Rex muttered, trying to laugh it off. "You're kidding, right? You." But Lila took a step forward. Her gaze was sharper than any blade. "My brother died wearing that uniform. I served 4 years. And I wear this," she said, tapping the tattoo, not for show, but for him. "For every man and woman who gave everything so guys like you could ride free." The bar fell dead silent. Rex's hands dropped. For once, he had no words. The swagger drained from him, replaced by something rare, shame. A man from the corner, gray-haired and quiet until now, spoke up. "Semper Fi, ma'am," he said, standing with a hand to his chest. Lila nodded. "Semper Fi," she whispered back. It was as if time stood still in that dimly lit bar. The tough crowd, the noise, the pride, it all softened. Even Rex, trying to hide his regret, mumbled, "I didn't know." "You didn't ask," she replied. "You judged." She walked past him toward the door, her presence commanding silence. Just before leaving, she turned back, looked around at the stunned faces, and said, "Respect doesn't come from muscle or noise, it comes from knowing someone's fight before you mock their scars." The door creaked shut behind her. Outside, the night was cool. Lila took a deep breath, eyes glistening as she looked up at the stars. She whispered softly, "That was for you, brother." Inside, no one dared speak for a long while. The jukebox started again, low and solemn. Rex sat down, running a hand over his face. He'd been the loudest man in the room, but that night, silence taught him more than noise ever could. And from that day, every time a new woman walked into that bar, not a single man dared to mock or test her strength. The story of the Marine woman became a quiet legend, passed between bikers and bartenders. Some said she came back every Veterans Day, sat at that same stool, and raised one glass, never to herself, always to the fallen. And maybe she did. Because every person who'd been there that night remembered how it felt when she stood tall, not as a fighter, but as someone who carried the weight of honor with grace. So if you're watching this and your heart felt something, don't scroll away. Tap that like button, share this story, and hit subscribe, for every unsung hero out there who wears their strength quietly. Because sometimes the loudest courage speaks in silence.